YouTube, what it do? It's your boy Steph, and we're about another video today, man. So today's topic, we'll be talking about why they didn't tell us, the masses, why they didn't tell us the real about history, which is his story. So what do you mean by why they didn't tell us the truth? Believe it or not, the Matrix gave us the watered down, whitewashed version of history, because they included themselves within our history. Because when they be like Christopher Columbus discovered America, no, the fuck he didn't. People was already here. Indigenous people was already here, and our ancestors and stuff. Yeah, they got some of us from across the water and stuff like that, but there was only a small fraction. Cause for the most part, most of our ancestors were over here, and but some of our ancestors was on that boat. Some of our ancestors was on that boat, cause some people who are here today, some of they people originate from Africa. And if you understand that, if you walk through Phoenix, like through if you walk through the Grand Canyon, you can get to Africa that way. They just won't allow you to do that because they want to keep stuff like that. They don't want it to be exposed or revealed, because then they gonna be like, so what then? But then they gonna get that they figured, like, if that happens, we'll get to asking, so what else is it that we don't know about? And there's a lot that people don't know about that goes on here. Because if you understand that they stole our land from us and they took it and enslaved our ancestors, the beauty about it is, through all the pain, through all the suffering, through all the beatings, through all the back-breaking hard labor, all the buck breaking and all that, the they demasculated our ancestors, men, like the men, like our melanated being males. They demasculated us by buck breaking the biggest one, to the point to where everybody else was gonna look at like, shit, I don't wanna hear no, like, bro, I see what the fuck they just did, bro, and bro big as hell. Because I'm gonna try to see if I can find it, but it was something that I had saw on social media. I think I can find it though. I'm gonna try to include it in this video. It was this like passage, and it was talking about us melanated being peoples, but they was talking about us in a messed up way. Basically, like those words, like those hard words, like that we get offended by. They was basically saying that over and over and over within the passage, because they basically was saying, like, you get two melanated being women, you get two melanated being males, and you let them mate. But they said breeding like we was animals. I'm gonna put it in here, but it goes to show you that our ancestors, they survived all of it. They survived all that cruelty that they put our people through. And you just sit back and you wonder, like, man, if it was me, I would have crashed. Because I know me. If it was me in them times, I would have crashed. With the mindset that I have, I would have crashed. They would have had to go and get me up out of here. I would have been the example. I definitely would have been a statistic. Because they was gonna knock me off. Because I wasn't gonna go for what they was putting our people through. It just, bro, once you look back at it and just see what they put our people through, it'll be like a burning sensation within your soul. Cause it'll be like, dang, they really did us like that. Like, what did we do to them? Like, when they came over here, we gave them land. We taught them how to do things. Like, why did they do us like that? And then for them to put spell on us, to this day, those spells still work. The money spell, the love spell, the sex spell, it all works, bro. It all still happens till this day. The propaganda, the demasculating of a male, of a melanated being, bro. They want our melanated beings. They want us as homos. Like, they'll not saying that in the church, not saying that in a messed up way. I'm just telling y'all the real. Because if they do that, they taking our masculinity away from us. That's why I say, like, bro, you have to be spiritually, you have to be mentally strong to survive here. You got to be a little off to survive here, actually. Because there's a lot of wicked things that go on in this world. And, they knew they couldn't really tell us deep truth about how we are royalty. Because we all are royalty. God, my gods, my goddesses, we're all royalty. We all come from a royal bloodline. You have to understand, back in the day, we used to thrive without them. They started burning places down, Oscarville, Tuskegee, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street. Bro, we had our own banks, we had our own grocery stores, we had our own farms. What else? We had our own schools. Like, bro, we didn't need them. Like, and it was a guy in Tennessee. I'll see if I can find his background and stuff like that. But he was a slave, and he worked it up. He worked it up enough to buy his freedom papers, to basically where he was gonna be free. And then, as a free black man back then, he went and bought land, and they basically made their own community. Like I just said, they had their own stores. They had their own farms, they had their own schools, they had their own churches, they had their own banks. They had everything that you needed to have a sustainable life, a successful life. And they took that away from us because they saw we could thrive without them. And do you really think the system wants that? The system wants you dependent on them. They can't control you if you're not dependent on them. Why you think a lot of people, they move out to the country or they move out into the neck of the woods and they just live a private life? Because they figured it out. They figured this thing called life out. Because all that life really is, it's a beautiful thing. Like, you gonna have your sad moments, you gonna have your up moments, you gonna have your happy days, you gonna have your sad days. Things are gonna happen to where you get challenged here. This is the whole point of being here. This is a challenge. This is a game, like I told y'all in the last video. Life is a game. You either quit or you keep going. You have to keep going. You wasn't sent down here just to be sent down here. You was sent down here for a reason, gang. And a lot of people, they don't understand that. They think just them. They think they are, not just them, but because that's wrong wording. They think they are the only ones that's really going through things. No, you have people going through different things in their lives. You have billions, maybe even trillions of people here. Those are billions and trillion lifespans. Each life is going through something different. Everybody is going through something different or similar. Bro, we don't know. We really don't, bro. Don't nobody's supposed to be homeless. They designed it that way. They want it that way. And then a lot of people, like I told you in the last video, they came to their realization, either they're mentally challenged to the point to where, like, they'll wander off and do what they want, or they'll just get tired of paying bills, bro. Because if you understand life, bills are fake, gang. They gave us bills. They gave us a light bill. They gave us a water bill. Bro, the pyramids used to be our electricity grid, bro. We didn't used to pay for no lights. The time used to be like you would have to look up in the sky and see what time it was, bro. It never was no time. It never was no clock. They gave us time. That's why I tell people time isn't real. You have to understand it. These years that we're going through, these are energy cycles. These are energy cycles, gang. Each year is an energy cycle. I'm 24. I've had 24 energy cycles that I've been through. A 50-year-old, they have 50 energy cycles that they have been through. A 60-year-old, they have had 60 energy cycles that they've been through. It even goes back to the days of the week. Days of the week are named after gods. A lot of people don't know that. Sunday. Sunday. Because our people used to worship, you still have some people that still worship the sun, but I'm saying for the majority, we used to worship the sun. Now they gave us religion. Religion don't do shit but separate us. It divides us. That's all it really is. A lot of people don't understand it. That's why people ask me, am I religious? No, I'm not religious. Do I believe in God? Yes, of course I do. Who made all this? God made all this. But I'm not for to put myself in a religion, in a category to where I'm separating myself from people. No, I'm not doing that. Because if you think about it, most Christians are judgmental. They sit up and talk about people. Dead ass. And that's not just Christians. That goes for other religions, because you have to understand, other religions think they're better than other religions because another religion might think this religion really don't know what's going on. Two shades of everybody to what they believe in. I never say don't believe in something or something like that. I never say that. You believe in what you believe in. I believe in the universe. You do good, good gonna come back to you. You do bad, you can't choose how your karma come back to you. That's something you have to understand. But yeah, they knew we was gonna go to war with them too. Cause the Haitians, they had Haiti, the Haitians, they wasn't going for that. All that cause the Europeans tried to take over Haiti too. The Haitians beat that ass. They went to war with them folks and won. A lot of people don't understand. Haiti is very powerful. Haiti has a lot of spiritual energy, divine insights. They have a lot of history over there of doing certain things. Black magic, hoodoo. Hoodoo is really voodoo. Voodoo is just the evil version of hoodoo. Because hoodoo is what our people came from. Our people used to do hoodoo. But there's a thing in using your powers for good and using your powers for bad. So if you're using your powers for bad, that's voodoo. If you're using your powers for good, that's hoodoo. A lot of people don't understand it. But yeah, I just be trying to enlighten my people, bro. Like, cause I know there was a point like I was lost, bro. Like I didn't know where I was. I didn't know what I was doing. I just was literally going through the motions of life. But once you start tapping in to different people and they start telling you different things, it'll make sense to you. That's why I tell people, tap into Rashad Jamal. He will tell you everything you need to know. Everything you want to know, God got the knowledge for it. I learned from him. That's who I learned from. Him, Von Intelligent, Akrazaz Thompson, Real Kaya Kia, something like that. I learned from them. I was watching their videos and stuff. That's who I learned from. So basically, I stepped outside the norms, and then they made history. They made it so normal because they kept repeating it. They kept repeating it, and they kept putting it down each generation through. Like, they kept feeding it to us, especially in school. School's not really meant to help us. School is to get us prepared. Either if you a bad kid, if you just was overly being bad, school was preparing you for jail. If you was a decent kid, a good kid that really didn't get in trouble, you probably got in trouble here and there, but you knew right from wrong, school was getting you ready to work a 9-to-5, be a 9-to-5 slave. John D. Rockefeller made the educational system. I want a world full of thinkers, not a world full of... I want a world full of workers, not a world full of thinkers. That's what he said. So it's a lot of things down here that go against us, and you have to understand what's going on. You have to be able to see through the illusion. I'm gonna make a video on it. But yeah, let's talk about this other topic that I was gonna talk to y'all about. And then they knew we was gonna go to war with them too if they actually told us the truth. Cause it's like a lot of people don't understand things, and that's why I tell people I can't really be around a lot of people because they're not trying to learn. Like, they'll just really just go through life and you gotta live your life. Woo woo. Bro, do you even understand what's going on here? Do you even understand life? Or do you think life is you just having fun? You going out every other weekend? No, that ain't hitting no shit, actually. It's not. What is that? Is that really helping you deep down? Oh, it's just giving you a dopamine spike. You go out, you put your best fit on, you get clean for some people that you knew all your life, and you spending money. For what? It makes no sense. What, to have a good time? Okay, have a good time. That's what you think you're doing. But guess what keeps going when you doing all that? You want to go out, stuff like, guess what keeps going? You have to get serious about life, because something gonna always keep going. This thing that they call time is gonna keep going. He gave us free will for a reason. He wanted to see what we was gonna do with it. This gonna keep going, bro. No matter what. If you wasting time, you just wasting time. It's wasted time that you can't get back. There are two things you cannot get back here on this realm. A dead loved one and wasted time. You can't get those things back. And those are the two things that most people be wanting. Because you know how many people I done heard they say, if I knew what I knew now in my earlier days, I'll be so far ahead in life. I done heard that multiple times from different people, man. People in their 40s, people in their 50s, people in their 70s. You can't rush things. Things are gonna happen when it's time for them to happen. You just have to put effort, especially if you have a goal, you have to put effort in it. If you don't put effort in it, what do you expect out of it? If you're not putting the work in, you can't expect results. So that's all you really have to do, bro. Like, it's so much more. It's so much more to this life thing, bro. And it's gonna keep going whether you doing the right thing with your life, preserving your life, preparing for it all, for whatever, or you gonna waste it doing things that really don't matter, things that don't benefit you, things that giving you a temporary happiness over long-term happiness. I made a video about that. Choose the long-term happiness over the short-term happiness. It'll help you. It'll keep you in the right track. It'll keep you on the right track. It'll keep you in the right lane. A lot of people don't understand what I just said. But If you paying attention to my words, you understand. You understand. But yeah, bro, and then it's just so much with history, bro. Like, it's a lot that they lied to us about. It's a lot. John F. Kennedy, he got shot in the car. He didn't really get sniped. He got shot in that car. Like, one of the security guards was placed there to kill him. Cause one of them did this. The passenger in the front right, he did this to him. Malcolm X got killed by a person that the government sent, and his last name was X. I'ma send you in here to kill your own people, and we just gonna put X on the end of your name. You gonna get out. You ain't gonna do no time behind or nothing. We just need this nigga gone because he trying to wake up too many people. Same with Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King, he was an agent, but he thought he was doing the right thing for us, trying to get us segregated, trying to get us unsegregated from the white people, because he wanted us to all be one. He didn't want us to be separated. Malcolm X, he didn't care. Malcolm X was gonna go to war with anybody. Martin Luther King, he realized at the end, before he died, that he was lost. That he even said it. He felt like he led his people into a burning house. He said that. That's a quote from Martin Luther King. It's so much about history that they didn't tell us, bro. And it hurts. It hurts to hear that y'all lied about everything. Y'all gave us bits and pieces of the truth, but we thinking it's the truth, but the whole time it's not even the truth. It's a whole nother different version of the story. They're not gonna tell you that they used to eat us. European settlers back in the day, they used to eat us, yeah, because they thought they'll get some type of powers from our melanated skin. Because they knew we was the true gods and goddesses here. They knew that. Yeah, the other topic I wanted to talk about, find a new hobby. Well, find a new hobby. Just start trying things, you know. Try to find something that you truly like doing or you think that is very interesting. It's good to find a new hobby because you don't want to get caught up in a loop of doing the same thing over and over and over and over. That's why I got back into reading books. I used to read books as a kid. I got out of it. I used to stay to myself a lot when I was a kid. When I got around people, I always wanted to be around. I got out of that. I would rather be alone than being around people now. In my age that I'm in now, and I'm only 24. I'm talking like this at 24. A lot of people don't wake up till they like 30. And you still have some young people that wake up early. 18, 17. Those are the blue crystal babies. They was sent here to fuck shit up. That's why you have a lot of like guys, like you wonder why a lot of people be crashing out. Those are really warrior spirits. They took the wrong path. They went down the wrong